Hi everyone, in this video I will explain the quality of service. Quality of service is an internetworking issue that refers to the techniques and mechanisms that guarantee the performance of the network to deliver predictable service to an application program. Internet was originally designed to provide best effort service with guarantee of predictable performance. But in the real traffic, it is delay sensitive and therefore it requires guaranteed and predictive performance. So, in order to provide a guaranteed delivery of predictable service, we need to impose some techniques for maintaining the quality of service. Then there are certain characteristics that must be ensured to provide a guaranteed delivery of data. These characteristics are reliability, delay, jitter, and bandwidth. And let us think each of these individually. The first characteristic is reliability. Reliability is a characteristic that a flow needs in order to deliver the packet safe and sound to the destination. Lack of reliability means losing a packet or acknowledgement, which may lead to retransmission. The sensitivity of different application programs to reliability varies. For example, reliable transmission is more important for electronic mail, file transfer, and internet access than telephonic conversation or audio conferencing. And next characteristic is delay. Source to destination delay is an important flow characteristic. Again, applications can tolerate delay in different degrees. In telephony, audio conferencing, video conferencing, and remote login, they can tolerate delay, while a file transfer application or an email transfer cannot tolerate delay. Our next characteristic is bandwidth. Different applications need different bandwidths. In video conferencing, we need to send millions of bits per second to refresh the screen, while the total number of bits in an email may not reach even a million. Next characteristic is jitter. It can be defined as the variation in delay for packets belonging to the same flow. We can take an example. Suppose we have four different packets which depart from a source at 0th millisecond, 1st millisecond, 2nd millisecond and 3rd millisecond, and it arrives at a particular destination at 20th millisecond, 21st millisecond, 22nd millisecond and 23rd millisecond respectively. In all these cases, all the packets have the same delay of 20 units. So here there is no jitter. On the other hand, if the same packets departed from the same source arrives at the same destination but with different arrival time, that is, the packets are arriving at the 21st millisecond, 23rd millisecond, again the third packet arrives at 21st millisecond and fourth packet arrives at 28th milliseconds. So there will be different delays for each packet, and the delays are 21, 22, 19 and 25 units of time respectively for each of the packets. In such a case, different packets having different delays, so jitter is high. Some applications such as audio and video, they tolerate with the first case, that is, there the jitter must be less, but a high jitter is not affordable for this kind of applications. A high jitter means the difference between the delay is large and low jitter means the variation is very small. So, in order to improve the quality of service, we need to implement some techniques. We are discussing two different techniques to improve the QoS. One is scheduling and second is traffic shaping. Then what is scheduling? The packets of different flows arrive at a switch or a router for processing. Mainly, scheduling is happening at the router. And a good scheduling technique treats different flows in a fair and appropriate manner. For scheduling, we can use any of the three scheduling algorithms. The first scheduling algorithm is FIFO, and the next one is priority queuing, and the third one is weighted fair queuing. In the coming slides, we will see each one individually. And the first scheduling algorithm is FIFO, first in, first out. In FIFO, the packets are arriving and they are stored in a buffer until the node is ready to process them. So, if the queue is full, some of the packets will be discarded. And if the average arrival rate is greater than the processing rate, or the packets are arriving in a high speed and the processor is unable to process at the rate at which it arrives, then the queue will fill up and the new packets will be discarded. The next scheduling is priority queuing. In priority queuing, the packets are assigned with priority class, high priority class and low priority class. High priority class having a separate queue and low priority class having another queue. Then a priority queue can provide a better QoS than FIFO queue because high priority traffic such as multimedia can reach the destination with less delay. However, there is a potential drawback. If there are continuous flow in the high priority queue, then the packets in the low priority queues will never have a chance to be processed. And this condition is known as starvation. Here also the chance of packet loss once if the high priority queue is filled and if the low priority queue is filled, then the respective set of packets will be discarded. And here again the problem of starvation is explained because once the high priority queue is empty, then only it starts execution of the low priority queue. That is why the starvation occurs. And the next scheduling is weighted fair queuing. A better scheduling method is weighted fair queuing. In this technique, the packets are still assigned to different classes and admitted to different queues. The queues, however, are weighted based on the priority of the queues. High priority means a higher weight. The system processes the packets in each queue in round robin fashion, with the number of packets are selected from each queue based on the weight. That means from the high priority queue, more number of packets are processed, and from the low priority queues or based on the weight, the number of packets processed will be varying. The same concept is explained here. The important thing is here it is using the round robin method to choose packet from varying queues, and the number of packets processed is also different.